Last year, the city spent more than $35 million settling legal claims against the NYPD. Supporters of a new council bill claim city lawyers settle far too often. They say the city law department needs to start giving the council regular reports on who's being sued and how those cases are being handled.
This needs to stop. The city needs to stop giving out taxpayer money unless the city is actually liable for something, and that's not what's going on. The city is paying out money for all sorts of reasons, and no one is keeping track of it.
While NYPD headcount shrinks, the city controller says the number of claims against the police increased by 15% in 2008 from the year before, and the amount of cash paid out went up by 40%. The bill supporters call this a vicious cycle. The more money paid, the more encouragement for people to sue. One civil rights attorney who regularly brings cases of police misconduct against the city says that he's noticed patterns of problematic officers and problematic precincts.
I can't say the police officers are guilty of anything, but it does show a pattern of potential misconduct.
In the 67th precinct in Brooklyn, for example, Glickman's firm took a look at 50 officers and found that at least 13 of them had been sued in at least 3 federal lawsuits. That's the kind of information the bill proposes the law department track: which officers are sued, how often, and why.
And it should be obvious that one thing we need to do is collect information about lawsuits alleging police misconduct and try to learn from those lawsuits so there'll be less police misconduct in the future.
But a lawyer for the Bloomberg administration says the bill would only burden the law department's staff and add a layer to the legal process. And he said settlements make sense, even those that may seem unfair.
And the decision to settle reflects a business judgment based on the anticipated risks and costs of litigation.
That's their theory, and that works for a car insurance company. But when it comes to New York City, you don't settle if you're not wrong.
In Manhattan, Lily Jamali, New York 1.